How's it going, everyone? Hopefully doing well. Welcome to the IS-7. Now, this tank is my first tier 10, and I feel like we haven't really played it that much on the channel. I think I've done a full review on it a very long time ago. This was one of my first tier 10s that I reviewed, I think. But we're going to come back to it. We're going to give it a little bit of a, overview. Play 3 games in it, as we always do. And check out what this thing is all about. Now, we are going to be playing it, like I said, with the rest of these tanks I'm going to be kind of previewing. The regular loadout, which I would recommend most people to choose, which is a little bit of AP, mostly APCR, and some HE. Now, the problem with the IS-7 is that it doesn't get a lot of ammo. And it gets even worse with the fact that the premium rounds aren't that good. And the standard rounds aren't that good. At 500 meters, these premium rounds are going to go down to 263 millimeters a pen. And at 500 meters for the AP rounds, it goes down to just 240. You only lose 10 millimeters a pen for all of that. Whereas you're losing like 40 millimeters a pen. And by the time that it gets to a target with the IS-7 with this round, if you're firing at long range, there's not a lot of stuff that you can pen with 263. Especially considering it's APCR and it's at distance, it's not going to be very reliable to hit weak spots. Not to mention that the tank just isn't very accurate anyway. That is why you fire mostly APCR, because realistically speaking, this round is just better than this, but it still takes some AP just for, lower tier targets. Just to save a little bit of credits. The HE rounds on this tank are quite nice. They do have 640 alpha with 68 pen, which is fair enough. But don't take any more than 2 because you are not, you don't have a lot of capacity in this tank. But as I said, we'll be playing one game with the recommended loadout, as you can see here. We'll be playing one game with full AP, and we'll be playing one game with full APCR. So, let's go and play some games, shall we? Okay, so our first game is on Siegfried line, and we are using Turbo, Rammer, and V-Stab. Because this tank, I feel you need to have turbo on it, just to make it a little bit faster, because it doesn't have gun depression, realistically, it doesn't have any. So you can't really go hold down on that kind of ridge line and fight out that way. You could put vents, but realistically, the speed of this thing is what makes it good, or good enough. Yep, critical hit. Nice. He should have really taken 500 for that, but there we go. But the speed of this thing is what makes it nice. And the more that you can bump up that speed and try and get it faster, the better. Because it is slower than a 277 because of the terrain resistances. And the terrain resistances on this tank are absolutely awful. I'm so used to having a cupola on a tank, actually. I've just realised. He cannot realistically pen me very easily. That, I was going to say, that I can pen because I can overmatch him, but, World of Tanks has other ideas. Even with APCR, this guy is not going to be having a good time against me, to be honest. And you can see from the poor pen as well, that I can't even realistically pen his cupola. An E4. Okay. Thank you, game. Very cool. Let's see if we can pen it, though, here. Ready? Come on. There we go. And as long as he doesn't hit right next to the gun... Yeah, as long as he doesn't hit right next to the gun here and get lucky, then he can't pen me. But, he can. I mean, all you need to really do is just wiggle a little bit like this, and you'll be absolutely fine in this tank. I'm going to try and go for his little pyramid on top of his tank in a second. Also making sure that the 279's not coming to my left, which he isn't. He's fine. He's okay over there. Man. Alright, we're loading APCR because, I mean, why is AP bouncing off a E4 turret? And we may be able to shoot this guy in a second. No, he's going to back off. Are you going to come back up? He is. Oh, we managed to hit that one at least. Alright, so, not a great start, to be honest. We're not got a lot of damage, but we should be able to make something out of this. One thing that you need to watch out for with the IS-7 is that it's just the rounds. Honestly, the penetration on this tank is the worst thing about it. It doesn't have enough pen to sometimes even reliably go through weak spots on tanks, which is completely stupid, can I just say? Like, 300 pen should go through basically every single weak spot. But sometimes, it is genuinely not good enough. And you're also sometimes faced with the fact that it doesn't actually matter which round you fire, because it's just not going to make any difference. Oh, hello, Rhino. I am going to poke for this. I'm going to go for the back to see if we can set him on fire, but we don't. You can reverse side scope relatively decently in this tank, but that one goes low. Lovely. Thank you, RNG. I mean, that's what I've always wanted out of the game. There you go. At least that one went in. And where did you even hit me? I honestly don't even know. I think I was just over-angled a little bit too much. But I mean, welcome to Siegfried line, where you just sit here and do nothing. Because there's no way of you actually being able to do anything. Okay, apologies, there was a slight cut in the recording mid-game there. I did try to get it straight away back again, but it's... OBS is being very annoying for me at the moment. Anyway, enough of that. We come top on damage because, yes, and yeah. I actually kind of want to know where some of these shells went. So, for the enemies, the first one hit the... Yeah, of course. I mean, we aim up here, or, you know, aim at the broadside of a nice 279E, and it hits the track. Very good. This one's unlucky, it dipped down. This one is... I mean, just RNG, I guess. Like, if it had hit here, it would have penned. That one hit the cupola. That one hit the cupola but didn't pen. This one ricocheted off. And any more that are just a bit random. Wow, that's very impressive, to be honest. And yeah, we hit the cupola, but it did nothing. Pretty good. And what about for me? As you can see here, IS-7 turret armor, you can get penned with obviously very, very high pen APCR or heat rounds through the side. Yeah, me just over-angling, to be honest. And again, over-angling. Alright, whatever. Let's go and play another game, and we're going to go full AP, because that's going to be a good idea. And for those of you that are wondering about the skin for this tank, it is a new skin that they done during the like auction thing. I think I paid like 3,500 gold for 2 skins and then 2 commanders and some emblems. It was basically like the lowest price like that you could pay, so I just thought, yeah, you know what? I honestly like the camos in this game more than probably the tanks itself. So I'll get some camos, why not? And our first victim is going to be this guy. Yes! Wonderful. Remember, on this map, you never go here. Never. You can cross if you're fast enough, but you never go there. We'll find out. That did hit. Very nice. And can we get another shot off of here in a second? Unlucky. Unlucky. Just moved at the last second. But, you know, it was a chancy shot, even if it was going to go where I aim it. Let alone hit him. We may be able to get a shot off here in a second. Nah, too high. But this is what you do at the start of the game. You just sit here and you farm. Like, oh. And they say that 705s don't blow up, you know? repair that. This is okay so far. Got 1,000 damage. Actually 1.5k if we high rolled a little bit. Or even if we rolled average, we should get that anyway. But we can just sit here and we can just relax. And hopefully this Progetto is going to come around the corner in a second. Ooh. Back chat, what are you doing, sir? Very nice. That should be us up to about 2k damage now. And I need to be... Okay, I need to be very, very wary of the fact that... There's a gorilla here, but... Of the fact that this guy's going to come around the corner in a second. So we're going to back off a little bit. And get hold down over here. And see if this IS-7 is going to poke out. Which it doesn't look like he is. Why someone hasn't just gone to this, like, bit up here and just killed this IS-7, I will never know. Very nice. Obviously, we're in position ready to deal with that. This guy's going to get farmed from behind in a second. So what we're going to try and do is actually move back, I think. Try and move back a little bit, and then we can help him out. You can't really side scrape in this vehicle very effectively. But we're going to try it because we're idiots. As you probably are. Okay. Well aware. And the FV just gets absolutely annihilated instantly. I wanted to try and help out this guy as much as I can. Very nice. We just need to wait and compose ourselves and then take the shot. And in 3 seconds we can hopefully kill this gorilla. Gorilla's run away. That's fine. We can now go and deal with this IS-7. Or even maybe even shoot this guy. Depends where he's facing. We should... Wait. Can I not ramp up on this? Okay. And Polar. Wait. Did that just... Okay, I'm going to check that shot after, but I think that one just went through his superstructure, which is not technically possible. Unless I high rolled a pen, like, stupidly high. Like, 25% of 250, like, kind of high. And apply. That is our first win of the day. Very nice. Oh, we even gained 128k credits. Look at that. We can get another field mod as well, which is beautiful. Mobility, please. And that then means that I can ditch the bounty one and go with a good old normal turbo. Lovely. And then the bounty one can go on like a TD or something that can't actually use a turbo slot. Lovely. For our last game, we are going to be using a different camo, which is the 3D camo that you get. I think this was the first Holiday Ops kind of camo, I think. Like when they started doing all those camos, I think so. It might be the second one. I don't know. It was one of the Christmases that they started doing this. So APCR time though, and I want to go and check on that shot. No, it did hit his cupola. Right. It just looked really weird from my angle. But we hit pretty much every single shot. Like that we shot at an enemy. Like everything that we actually hit, we penned. Which is good. What was our pen ratio? So we fired 12 shots, hit 8 and penned 8. That's good. That's very, very good. Right, into our third and final game, and then we'll wrap things up about this tank. Okay, so we are now on Mountain Pass, and we are going to go down the ice road because I don't like any other point of this map, to be honest. This map is genuinely one of the maps that I hate because it's just stupid. And the problem that I'm going to face in a second is that I don't really have the gun depression to sit up here reliably, at least. But hopefully we can do something. I don't want to push down. I really don't. Like this guy pushing all the way down is a mistake in my opinion. down in. Like, you should never push all the way into this. Because you're now just jousting with a TVP. And he's never going to peek me either. If I go down here, he's always going to be hiding from me. So I can't even support this Progetto if I wanted to. From, like, down here. But the Progetto should win that. Because even if the TVP, like, clips him fully, he's still going to kill him. But you just sit here and do nothing. Genuinely, this is the map. Because if you push down, you then get crossfired if you lose the south. He low rolled. You'll kill him though. What hasn't been spotted? Only TDs. Okay. Well, in that case then, we can push forwards. I'm a bit slow to realise that, to be honest. But we can push forwards. So we'll have to see. Because all it is TDs and a Manticore that haven't been spotted yet. So if we push down, we should be able to hopefully push through. And their arty just countered ours. Ah, what a surprise. Where did he hit? Right there. Right into pike nose, which is annoying. I don't actually know if I spot him if he peeks this side. So we just go back a little bit. Okay, they've both fired. They've all three just fired. We need to push this. Otherwise we're just going to die. So we need to push all the way up. And I don't think the E4 has enough gun depression to truly cause us an issue. Hello, 30B. I'm going to load HE. I'm now alone. This is honestly awful, to be honest. So, honestly awful, to be honest. The old double negative. Yeah, we're dead here. Nothing you can do. Love this map. It's really good. It's really, really good. There's nothing you can do on this map. It is horrible. You lose this side, you lose this side. You lose the middle, like, well, no, sorry. You're going to win the middle, like this, and then you die, because everyone on the hill can shoot you, and everyone over here will shoot you. It is an awful map. The south team has so many angles and so much better positions compared to the north. It's honestly disgusting. Well, there you go. That is Mountain Pass. If you get no one on your flank, you have a bad game. That's it. That is actually how that map goes. It's so stupid. Realistically, full gold is, you know, majority, and then that. If you don't care about credits at all, then full gold. No problem in that. But yeah, do I recommend an IS-7 in 2022? The problem is that this tank, I used to recommend it, and the line itself is still good, but like the 277 is better. The 277 is far better than this. It really is. The 277 has so much more going for it. But yeah, that's the IS-7. I don't really recommend it anymore. Yes, the armor's troll and you can, you know, you can get around some of the stuff, but it's just too slow and just, it doesn't really have anything going for it. It just feels sluggish. That is the best way I can describe the IS-7. It's sluggish. It feels like a heavy tank. And in most scenarios, I would actually like heavy tanks to be like this in the game. And I would love that if all heavy tanks actually felt like a heavy tank, rather than like a 277, which is more like a medium tank. However, it's not like that in this game, is it? And when you're comparing tanks like the IS-7, which I feel is pretty balanced with armor-wise and speed-wise, it's not good enough in nowadays world of tanks, because there's just other tanks that are better than it. So it's kind of weird. It's balanced, but it's not balanced for nowadays world of tanks. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And before anyone asks, no, I am not using browsers on this thing because you cannot ditch the rammer and you cannot ditch the V-stab. So no, okay? So thank you very much for watching another video. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, then you know what to do. If you did enjoy this video and you would like to support me further, then you can do so by becoming a channel member and a Patreon member, and you'll get early access to my videos all one day in advance. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.